Good morning, happy Monday. Welcome to week 18, part 1 of my alternate day fasting journey. Today is an eat day and it's my third eat day in a row. If you watched my last vlog, you'll see that I decided to give myself a rest day because, well, really just because. So today is going to be my weight from 2 days of eating, and then my weight will probably be even higher tomorrow. So this morning I weighed 150.8 pounds, which is a 1 pound increase from my eat day. And since my fast day, it's 1.8 pounds up, which you guys know is not atypical from even one eat day. So that was really cool to see, especially because yesterday I had that OG Gummy Bear Rebel from Dutch Bros, and it was a lot of sugar. I was thinking it was gonna make me gain like 3 pounds, and that's not what happened. I'm feeling really good today. I was thinking at first that I was gonna wait till lunch to eat, but I kind of felt hungry this morning, so I did have breakfast. I had sausage and eggs, and I dipped a little bit into some hummus that I bought from the store, my favorite one, and I've actually tried it with broccoli, and it was really good. Not quite as good as my cauliflower pretzels because you get that crunchiness and that saltiness that really goes well with the hummus, but I was really pleasantly surprised. I've only eaten a little bit of that. I'm saving it for maybe around lunchtime. I also had like 4 or 5 strawberries this morning, which is something I never do. In the past, I have not liked any fruits or vegetables really, and that includes strawberries. I never liked like the texture and the seeds. And more recently, I would say in like the last 6 months or so, I've had like a strawberry here or there where I tried it and I was like, okay, this is not that bad. But I haven't actually gone and just like ate strawberries. Yesterday we had a little strawberry slush thing that Caden made, and he put a strawberry like on the side as like a garnish. And when I was at the store buying hummus, I just thought of that, and like strawberries sounded really good, so I bought some, and I'm glad. I feel like I'm starting to eat a little bit better, at least some of the time. So I am working today. It's gonna be a busy day. I have a lunch with my team where we're gonna do the social distancing again. So here in a little bit, I'm gonna be driving over there, have lunch with them, finish my work day. The kitchen's a mess. Everything's a mess. I have lots to do. I also have not finished editing my video, and you guys obviously will be seeing this way later, but I feel really bad because it has been very important to me to stick to my uploading schedule. But with last night, I just really didn't have time because we had our friends over and I just didn't get to finish editing. I've got, the rough cuts basically, but I have work. I have to prioritize my job. That's how I make money and live. So I am probably going to be pushing back my uploading schedule. I think I'm going to start doing Tuesdays and Fridays. Fridays still work for me because it's like that way I can have the weekend. I don't have to worry about uploading on a Saturday. But Friday, I have Thursday off, so I have Thursday to work on my video. So basically, I'm going to be uploading Tuesdays and Fridays instead of Mondays and Fridays. So I hope I'm not disappointing some of you guys, and if I am, I really do apologize. But I'm gonna try to get the video uploaded maybe tonight or tomorrow. I will start the new uploading schedule next week. So yeah, I've got a lot going on. I will check in with y'all later. Good morning, happy Tuesday. It's a fast day, and it's my actual fast day. It's weird having eaten 3 days in a row, but I'm feeling really good. I'm looking forward to fasting and getting that feel-good feeling because, yeah, you kind of start to miss that when you've been eating a lot. So I am thinking about doing a fat fast today, and again, it doesn't have to do with hunger. It's more about feeding my body and making sure that I'm getting enough. I've started to enjoy it a little bit more. It makes my fast day easier, and I like the taste of it. It's enjoyable. So I was thinking about maybe doing my fast this week as fat fast, but we'll kind of see how it goes. This morning I weighed 151.4 pounds, which is a 0.6 pound increase from my eat day. So after 3 days in a row of eating, I've gained a total of 2.4 pounds. Y'all know that I gain 3, 4, 5 pounds sometimes, just depending. Usually I would say it's around like the 2.5 to 3.5 pound mark of how much I gain per eat day, depending on if I've had like processed things or, you know, foods that don't sit well with me, and I often do that. So that's kind of cool to see. Makes me feel really good about things. So last time I talked to you guys was still in the morning, I think, before I went to lunch with my team. And for lunch I had a Chick-fil-A sandwich, and I did not get the fries, I just got the entree, and I took my store-bought hummus and broccoli and a little bit of cauliflower pretzels with me. So I probably had about half and half with the raw broccoli and the pretzels. I was really proud of myself. It definitely tasted a lot better with that hummus from the store, just because I'm really used to that flavor. I think what it is the roasted garlic in store-bought hummus is a little bit better, and then the chickpea, it kind of seemed more like a condensed. Like if you looked calorie for calorie at what I buy from the store versus what I made, they were actually similar in calories. I think what I made was like maybe 100 or 200 more. I didn't really count, but just kind of knowing what went into it. But it produced a lot more volume, so I don't know if that just has something to do with the way that they made it or what have you. So I actually took an oatmeal cream pie with me. There was one left, and I'd kind of been avoiding eating them, even though I do really like them, because I saw that the main ingredient is corn syrup. I had 2 of those on one of my eat days, like last week or something. And I don't know, I think after I saw that, it just made me feel guilty about it, and I like didn't want to eat it. But I really enjoy them, so I did decide to have it, but I didn't have it at lunch because I got full from all of the broccoli and the hummus and everything that I'd eaten. So I had that cream pie like right before I had dinner. So for dinner, I made one of the leftover baked potatoes that we'd had, and I put butter and cheese on that, and I also made some roasted broccoli, again tossed with olive oil and salt and garlic powder and onion powder, and it was very good. I really am starting to love broccoli. It's obviously tastes healthier, but like I'm getting to like it, so I keep kind of incorporating that because it tastes good and it's a vegetable that I'm actually starting to like. So with my broccoli and potato, I also had tomato basil soup. I didn't make this, I just got it from the store. It's kind of pricey and it was okay. It was a little too sweet for my taste. If any of you are in Texas or, you know, down south and you go to HEB has the most amazing tomato basil soup. I have yet to find a tomato basil soup that I can buy from the store that is as good as that, and really every single one I've tried is nowhere near to par. So like that one, I will not buy that again. And Caden didn't seem to like it either because I noticed that he didn't finish it. So I was feeling really full from my dinner. I didn't even eat all of it. I ate a little over half of everything, I would say. So I'm feeling really good going into my fast. You know, I'm like 12 hours in or something at this point, and I'm feeling really good. Hopefully I won't be dealing with hunger today, but I haven't fasted in a while, so it'll be interesting. And, I didn't really even fast intermittently during my 3-day eat weekend. I think every day I had about 12 hours to fast, and that was pretty much it. So I was eating over a large window of time for 3 days. I might consider doing longer breaks as I get closer to like a smaller weight. I still feel like I have a lot of fat right now. I feel like I'm really nowhere near where my body would truly settle at if, I give it that time to do that. So I don't really feel the need to do that yet, but it is something that I want to consider doing. We'll just see how things go. So I will talk to you guys later. Hey y'all. Today's fast has not been as bad as I expected since I ate 3 days in a row. I did, however, get pretty hungry at lunch. Hungrier than usual, I would say. So I decided to get an iced coffee from Starbucks with extra heavy whipping cream as usual, and that did the trick. I have not been hungry since. So today's fast has overall been pretty easy. So I'm feeling good about that. I am ready to eat tomorrow. I already went to the grocery store and got some hummus. I got some more broccoli, so I'm excited for tomorrow. And I want to go over my weights with you guys. So for this week, I am up as predicted. I knew that I was going to be, I knew my average was going to be over 150 pounds. I was pretty sure because I started off the week with 153.4. So yeah, I'm not really disappointed by that. I've had plenty of weeks where I did not lose weight. So just keep going, see how things go. It'll be interesting to see if I'm about the same this week or if I go a little bit lower. I'm gonna try to relax, enjoy the rest of my evening, and I will talk to y'all later. Happy Wednesday and happy 4 months of alternate day fasting to me. Today's the 17th of June and I started alternate day fasting on February 17th, so that's really exciting. I have a 4-month retro video that's going to be coming out. I haven't filmed it yet, but I have already made some plans for it and I'm going to film it tomorrow, I hope. We'll see. Hopefully I want to do my hair first. So today is an eat day and I broke my fast this morning about 7:45 and I cleaned up the kitchen a little bit and then I went to Chick-fil-A and got a chicken biscuit with hash browns, and then I drove to the donut shop that finally opened up and I had a dozen donut holes and a regular glazed donut. It was delicious and it was my way of celebrating my 4 months of alternate day fasting. I think the last time I got donuts was Krispy Kreme and that was several weeks ago. And I realized how disgustingly sweet, at least to me, Krispy Kreme donuts are. They're so overly sweet because I remember getting them. Number one, the chocolate, I had like one bite of it and I couldn't even finish like half of the glazed. And these were a lot better. I was able to eat them. It's funny, I'm able to eat more than I used to when I first started alternative fasting, but at the same time, I still think overall I eat way less than I used to, at least at times. You know, because I had my breakfast, and in the past I totally would have been able to have multiple donuts after eating breakfast. I never really got that full from one meal, and I had my donuts considerably later and was only able to eat the donut holes, and then a little bit later I finally was able to eat the donut. And when I got back sometime later, I had some broccoli with hummus, and I ate that over a little while, snacked on it a bit, but I haven't eaten in a few hours, probably since before noon. And I don't know what I want to eat. I feel like I could definitely eat something, but I don't know because I don't really have time to make anything, nor do I have inspiration from like anything in my fridge. I feel like I have a ton of food in my fridge and like none of it fits together or makes sense. In my head now, I'm thinking like Panda Express sounds really good, but honestly, like I love the taste of Panda, but I know it doesn't make my body feel good. I know that for a fact. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just make like a tuna sandwich or something. I'm gonna think on it, continue working, and yeah, I don't know. So this morning I weighed 148 pounds, which is a 3.4 pound drop from my fast day. I'm only 0.2 pounds away from the lowest that I've seen. So I'm still feeling really good. I obviously haven't hit a new low, but I'm just really happy. I feel like I am in the 140s and it's a good feeling. I know I still have plenty to lose. Looking at my body, I know it. And someone commented on one of my videos recently about body shots and about how like vloggers, you always just get their face in the video. And I have kind of had this thought before. I wish I would have paid more attention to it and done some body shots. It's just that there's really not a place in my house where I feel like it's very easy for me to have a nice setup for me to do that. But I am going to start doing that. So I think I will do the first one in my video, which is coming up. But then after that, maybe I'll do like once a week, kind of just like spin around in front of the camera, give you guys an idea of what my body looks like. That could be really cool to look back on because even though I've already lost 30 pounds, I still have a lot more to lose, I feel, just based on like the amount of fat that I still feel like I have on my body. And really, as you get smaller, you know, think of like a toilet paper, like as you get to the end of the roll, you just take a little bit off and makes that much more of a difference. Basically, when you have 10 pounds to lose, 5 pounds makes a lot bigger difference than 5 pounds when you have 50 pounds to lose. So I still think there's value that can be had from that. And I do have some before and after photos I'm going to be showing in that video. So I'm really excited about that. But I'm going to get back to work, hopefully get some food, and I will check in with y'all later. Good morning, y'all. Happy Thursday. Today's a fast day, and I'm on my way to go check out a potential wedding venue. So I have been looking into alternatives to our regular ceremony that we have planned because I think some of the restrictions are just too great for the cost that it's going to be if we go through with our regular planned ceremony. Like, we're only allowed to have a maximum of 50 people, and that includes everybody in the servers and, like, you know, anybody who's going to be there at all, whether they're a guest or not. And that just seems like a lot to spend, especially because we have to pay for a 60-person minimum. And I don't even know how many people are going to come out anyway. We're taking RSVPs until the end of July. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. I have no idea. I've already gotten some RSVPs for yes, so it's nice to see that some people like do want to come and celebrate with us. But there's also some family members that we've talked to that we know, you know, don't want to come or might not be able to come. And I totally respect everybody's decision. It's just kind of not a fun time. So anyways, I'm going to go see this place that I'm really excited about. It looks awesome and the price is great. So hopefully I'll get to get some footage. I don't know. We'll see if she lets me take some. Share that with you guys, or maybe I'll want to keep it secret. I don't know, we'll see. And it's 2 hours away, so I'm gonna be driving all day today. Probably gonna be behind on my water, definitely gonna be behind on my walks, but it should be fun. I'm excited. I'm not really looking forward to all the driving, but it'll be worth it because I do want to go see it in person. I feel like my wedding is pretty important. I shouldn't just like book something. Plus I need to get an idea of like how we could set things up, and yeah, I don't know, we'll see. I'm very excited. I'm actually really glad today is a fast day just because of that, because I don't have time to eat today anyways. But I am thinking that I do want a fat fast, so I'm probably going to stop at a Starbucks probably before I get out of Denver since it's already around lunchtime. And yeah, I will check in with y'all later. Hey y'all, so I just left the property, and it's really cool because they own two properties that are on the same street. And the lower one is the one that we are going to have our wedding at. I have decided. I'm really, really excited. It's so pretty. It's got like a lot of deck space, and then there's like an upper deck. So I feel like people will be able to see like our nice ceremony, and we'll be able to set up chairs on the deck probably. I don't really know exactly how we're gonna do it, but I think it should be really, really nice. And it's cool because they have a property that's a little bit higher up, and it has a really awesome different view, and it's got like a view of like mountains that are further away, and so we can get some really nice pictures. And yeah, I'm just really excited. It's gonna be fun. So I'm headed back now, and it's gonna be another 2-hour drive. I'm sorry, I was in first gear still. So yeah, it's gonna be a 2-hour drive home. I'm feeling good. I should have went to the restroom. Crap, when I was in there. But I didn't. So yeah, I feel like at least that's a weight lifted off my shoulders a little bit. Although we still have to kind of figure out catering options and things like that. But the view is actually going to be even better than what we had planned before. So I'm excited for you guys. That's going to be even better. It's going to have an even better view than what we had originally planned. So I'm excited. It's going to be fun. We'll check in with y'all later. Hey y'all, I'm still about an hour away from home, and I just realized that I forgot to tell you guys the rest of my meals that I had yesterday. So I think last time I talked to you guys, I had had a bunch of hummus and broccoli, and I wanted to eat, but I really didn't know what I wanted. So I ended up having like a super late lunch. Like it was like almost 3 o'clock, and I did end up getting Panda Express. I don't know, just like the only thing that I could think of, and I don't know, it just sounded good, and I knew that it was gonna make me feel bad, and it definitely kind of gave me a little bit of like, I don't know, it just, I can tell my body like doesn't like it as much, but it actually didn't make me feel that bad. I was kind of expecting it to be worse because I've been eating pretty, I just haven't really been eating that kind of thing lately. I'm trying not to talk about foods as good or bad. That's something that I'm trying to do. I don't really know if I've talked about that, but I know that I do that. I'm sure I've done it in past videos saying, oh, this is good for you, this is healthy, you know, this is bad. But I'm trying to get away from that, get away from that food guilt, just like I've been talking about with you guys for a while now. So I did have the Panda Express. I had orange chicken and fried rice in a Panda bowl, and I ate about 3/4 of it. I left, you know, several pieces of chicken, and I had quite a bit of rice left over. never happened. Anytime I've gotten a bowl, like I might have left some rice before, but I never leave the chicken. And I got full and I couldn't finish it. So maybe I'll have some of that tomorrow. And then about an hour later, I got hungry again and I didn't really want to eat the panda. So I had a banana, which I had forgotten that I had because I really like when bananas get really ripe, and it was perfect. I would have totally had the banana instead of the Panda Express because I knew that like we were probably going to be eating kind of soon after that, and we did end up eating. I think it was like 5:30 or like 6 o'clock. Our friends came over again and we had Domino's. I had 2 slices of deep dish pizza and that was so good. Oh, and I also had a little cheesy bread thing. I think it was just cheese and spinach, and that was delicious. So it wasn't like a really big meal, but I feel good for my eat day. I really didn't feel bloated this morning at all. I think I talked about my weight. I hope I talked about my weight this morning too, guys, but just in case, I'll go over it again. So this morning I weighed 150.8 pounds, which is a 2.8 pound increase from my eat day. So pretty typical, and honestly I thought it was going to be worse because I had Panda Express, donuts, pizza. I pretty much, I had a lot of things I know my body doesn't handle that well. So feeling good. I have not felt hungry at all today. I had my iced coffee with my heavy whipping cream, and I really haven't felt hungry since. I have not been the best about my water today just because I've been driving, so I'm going to try to do that and walk when I get home. Yeah, I'm ready to get home. I'm tired of driving. It's been like a long time, and the traffic is worse on the way back. I should have probably tried to go earlier, but I wanted to get my hair done before I left.